Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Spirit of Justice. We are in the middle of Trucy's testimony right now. I'm sorry, I'm at the menu screen, but I will get there in a second. Trucy was about to do a performance, last I checked, so we're gonna go ahead and get that started right now. Bless her. Okay, I give the 3D in this game a lot of flack, considering, I've been spoiled really badly with what DGS has done, which is, like, super smooth. Like, it's really sad that no one will get to know this, and everyone will think, oh wow, Spirit of Justice has done some phenomenal stuff with 3D, and I'm like, nah, it's okay. It's okay. It's not bad. But I think this is where, besides the Dance of Devotion, this testimony really stood out for me when I went through this game, when it came to, like, doing 3D and mocaps and stuff like that. I think this is mocap. I'll just stop talking and we'll just get into this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention on this sword. Allow me to demonstrate just how sharp this blade truly is. See that? No tricks or gimmicks. A very sharp sword indeed. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, watch as I take this sword and... Presto Sordo! There, I've switched it. And now... Hup! As you can see, the blade is not steel but rubber.
Bravo, Miss Wright! Wow, she switched him in a flash! Oops, I missed the line. She completely turned the room around. The hecklers are being drowned out by all the cheering. Well, where did the steel sword vanish off to, Miss Wright? In order to deepen our understanding of the case, please tell us if you would. I'm not asking out of mere curiosity, just so you know.
I usually hide the steel sword backstage when I switch them during the show.
So when you thrust the rubber sword into the coffin, the steel sword wasn't even on stage, but behind the curtain?
Exactly. So you see, there is a trick and a gimmick to it after all. And as for where the steel sword went when I performed the trick just now... It's a secret. Wouldn't want to spoil the magic for you now, would I?
Oh ho ho!
That's our Trucy.
Yeah, still. Miss Wright? That part where you spun around, that's an actual part of the sword switching trick you do for the show, right?
Right. The other parts, like the apple, were just to help with my explanation here in court.
That's funny. I think I found an inconsistency in her testimony. And it looks like I'm not the only one. I don't know what it's doing here. But now that I found it, I've got to get to the bottom of it. Now then, Mr. Justice, you may go ahead and question the witness. But try not to ask dumb questions and spoil this wondrous magic. I thought this was supposed to be my cross-examination. Well, we're gonna press on everything and we get to see how adorable Apollo is. Please be careful, Miss Wright.
Don't worry, I've practiced this trick 1,000 times.
That's right, Apollo. You have to give Trucy some credit. She knows what she's doing.
I know, but it still makes me nervous every time.
But that's what magic is all about. A truly great magician can make her audience experience all kinds of thrills and chills.
I guess you're right. I'd better try not to interrupt her too much while she's doing the trick. I don't want to distract her or break her concentration. Too bad, we're pressing her on everything.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, back to the exciting world of magic.
Miss Wright! Please, don't swing that big dangerous thing around. Somebody could get hurt.
Apollo! Please don't shout when I am swinging said blade around. Somebody could get hurt.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I couldn't help myself.
You should know better than to talk to me when I'm on stage.
Mr. Justice, I'll see you in my chambers after court is adjourned. Uh-oh. I don't suppose somebody could make me disappear before that happens.
Let's just watch quietly, shall we, Apollo?
And now, back to the show.
We're not gonna watch quietly. Nope. So it's definitely a real sword, right?
Now, Apollo. I know you're excited, but you have to control yourself.
Mr. Justice, if you need to please interrupt this wonderful magic show again, I will be forced to bring my very real gavel down on your head.
The judge seems to be completely taken in by Trucy's magic.
Yeah, it's like she cast a magic spell over him. I better not interrupt her anymore. There's no telling what the judge might do to me. Nope, we're keep pressing. Miss Wright, please ignore any further outbursts from Mr. Justice and proceed with your spectacular trick.
Alright, here I go then.
Oops, I did it again.
I've had it up to here, Apollo. Can't you listen quietly like a big boy?
No, we can't! Because I'm a monster! Sorry about that. I got a little too worked up.
Apollo!
Now then, boys and girls, watch carefully and please don't kick the seat in front of you. I will now take this sword and...
So you switched swords when you spun around just now.
That's right, it's the same way I do it in the actual magic show too. But I'm also doing a lot of extra things that I don't do during the show right now, though.
The key point is the sword switching. If only we could prove she did it during the actual show too.
Right, prove that she switched them during the show. Huh.
What's the matter, Apollo? You look troubled.
Oh, it's nothing. Uh-oh, this is quite the pickle. How should I go about handling this? Miss Wright, please continue with your trick.
So you've all just witnessed me switching the swords.
Yes, I'm gonna hold it while she's throwing the sword. Great idea. Watch out.
Ugh, what do you think you're doing, Apollo?
But you are putting yourself in danger. I couldn't just stand by and not say something. Mr. Justice, you're putting your head in danger of meeting my gavel.
Apollo, you better apologize before you become this case's next victim.
I'm very sorry, everyone. How did it come to this?
Alright, boys and girls, if you want to ask for an encore, wait until the end, okay? Now then, my sword was sharp as steel just moments ago, but...
Wow, that's incredible! When in the world did you switch them? We just established this!
Huh? But I explained it once already.
Could you show it to me again?
Sure, but remember, a magician doesn't usually share her secrets. So this is a very special exception.
And I'm very grateful for your generosity, believe me. I better take a good hard look at the instant she switches the swords.
Even though she explained how she does it, I still can't see her do it. It blows me away no matter how many times I watch.
Yeah, me too. But
what is it, Apollo? Did you notice anything about the way Trucy moves during the trick? You mean like her movements? I don't get it. What's the real story, Trucy?
Alright, we're gonna skip over to the part where she did the switcheroo. Presto changeo, I've switched it. Okay. We are presenting the footage because we didn't see her spin around at all. As soon as I figure out where it is.
Objection!
Miss Wright, there's something I'd like to confirm with you.
What is it, Apollo?
There seems to be a discrepancy between the way you performed the trick for us just now and the way it appears in the show footage.
What? But that can't be. I performed it exactly the same way both times.
Then what's going on here? Ms. Wright, I have the show footage right here. And the part where you twirl your cape around is missing from it.
What? But I did it.
So, it really is the exact moment you switched the swords?
Yes, that's right.
I knew it!
Well, I certainly never expected the defense to expose the accused's lie for me. Mr. Justice, does this mean that you are arguing that the defendant did not swap the swords during the actual magic show?
No, Your Honor, that wasn't my intention. I mean...
I did swap them. I know I did. I'm absolutely sure of it.
Human memory is unreliable at best, but in this case, I am afraid that it is the witness herself who cannot be trusted. We can see the footage for ourselves. The claims of this witness are false.
But...
Now that it has been proven that the accused did not swap swords, it means that the use of the steel sword to pierce the coffin was wholly intentional. And by the way, was it not you, Mr. Justice, who argued that Mr. Ria's death was not an accident but murder? I assume you have no objections to that still. It was, after all, your own assertion.
The defense, The defense has an objection to you, Mr. Apollo Justice. I demand you withdraw the discrepancy you pointed out now.
But there is a discrepancy, and it must mean something, I'm sure of it. Would the defense team kindly save their spat until after court is adjourned? Now, after all of this debate, it seems we've come back around to the original argument. The defendant knew about the prank plan that would place the victim inside the coffin. What's more, the defendant did not perform the sword-switching trick on stage. Through her actions, I'm afraid I have come to see the true intentions of the accused. Her murderous intentions. It's such a shame.
But I did switch the swords. I swear.
You're knee-deep in it now, Justice.
Shit. So what are we supposed to do now? I totally believe she switched to swords, but...
Hold it! Excuse me.
Let's see, you are... which one again? Betty? No, that's not right. Bonny?
It's Bonny. You were mixing the two names together, Your Honor.
Oh, pardon me. Do you have something you wish to say, Bonny?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to testify.
About what?
The more I think about it, the less possible it seems. I don't believe Trucy killed Mr. Rius.
Bonny?
Hold it! Hey, what's the big idea? Such an incredibly gifted and talented magician would never commit murder. I refuse to believe it. What are you talking about, you harebrained hare? You keep your trap shut. I got a big bag of baby carrots for you, so chew down on those and pipe down. No, I won't be quiet. What's the matter with you? Didn't you hear me? Trucy said something to me once. Huh? She said, no matter how scared you get, no matter how mean people are to you, you can't give in or give up. That's what being a professional magician is all about. Isn't that right, Trucy?
Aww.
That's right, Bonny.
I've always been afraid to stand up to Betty, afraid to defy her, so I did what she said. But when I saw Trucy today, she gave me strength.
She's just gonna try and trick us again with her magic. Hurry up and convict her already. Give her the death penalty. Yeah!
I'd like to make a small request. How about instead of testifying with words, I show you exactly what happened? Would that be all right, Your Honor? You can witness my stupendous sword-switching magic and judge for yourselves.
Seeing her courage, the way she kept smiling despite everything, she's just incredible. So I'm not going to run away. I'm scared, but for once, I'm going to be brave.
You tell him, Bonny.
What have you done to my sister, Trucy Wright? You've practically brainwashed her.
It's the power of Trucy's conviction. That's what it is. It's touched Bonny's heart.
Yeah, Trucy really is one magical girl. Bonny, is the topic of your testimony related to that thing that was bothering you? The thing you tried to tell us about in the lobby during the recess?
Yes. Ever since I saw the show footage, something has been nagging at me. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but something is off. I feel like something about it is different from what I saw on the stage.
What do you mean by that, Bonny?
I wonder if what was shown on TV is really the same as what happened on stage.
Of course it is. The show has only been performed once, after all. It can't show anything other than what happened on that stage yesterday.
Objection!
But Bonny's testimony deserves our attention. We have to examine the show footage. But what can we check it against? Do you have some other footage of the show? Well...
I have some show footage.
You do?
One of the TV station's cameramen said he was a fan of mine. He kept his camera on me throughout the entire show. And then afterwards, he gave me the footage he shot as a present.
He did?
To tell you the truth, I thought it was kinda creepy, so I was gonna get rid of it.
Hold it!
Please submit that footage to the court! Oh boy. Now then, let's take a look at this new footage. AKA known as the fan service footage. Quite literally fan service footage. kind of smack the camera? But I think we can all see what the difference is. Well, wow. Okay then. He really did keep his camera on Bonny the whole time, didn't he?
I think this cameraman needs to keep his personal feelings out of his work.
Well, defense, do you still believe this new show footage is worth inspecting? Yes, I'm sure you didn't miss the flying cards. Of course I do.
Okay, so how are we gonna go about this?
Let's try comparing the two. We just might find an inconsistency between them.
An inconsistency, huh?
Yes, the two pieces of footage are of the same scene, so they should match up. But Bonny felt there was something off about the original footage, so we can pick out what's different between the two.
You know what Bonny found strange.
Exactly. Plus, we may figure out why the original doesn't show the sword switching trick. Someone shopped it out, obviously. Your Honor, the defense would like to compare these two pieces of show footage. Very well, I will allow it. What a waste of time.
Apollo, do you know how to compare the two pieces of footage?
No, I've never done it before.
I'll give you a little lesson then. Use the buttons on the bottom screen to operate the playback. When you want to speed through, touch the fast forward button. If you want to go back, touch the rewind button. If you want to halt the playback, you can touch the pause button. Oh, and by the way, if you fast forward or rewind when the playback is paused, you can do a slow frame-by-frame playback.
Okay, so how do I switch between the two videos?
Just touch the switch camera button at the top left. Now, if you find a difference between the two pieces of footage, put the cursor over what's different and present it to the court.
Thanks, Thena. You really know your stuff.
Not really. I just gave it my gusto and then went with my gut on most of it.
What? I sure hope she guessed right. Anyway, let's give it a try. Okay. This is a little bit of a butt because last time I keep screwing this over because you have to move your hand. I keep forgetting to move the hand over the thing that's happening. Okay, I hope this is fine. Cause, yes, okay. Last time I just hit present when the cards were up, but I didn't actually hit the cards. This is it right here. Take a good look at this scene and compare it to the video shot from the front. Oh, the playing cards don't appear in the video shot from the front.
Hey, you're right. What's going on here?
Miss Wright, what can you tell us about these playing cards?
Oh, those? They're the cards I throw when I do the sword switching trick.
What? Mr. Justice, does this mean... Yes, it means that the sword switching trick was cut from the TV show footage. So the footage was edited. Yes, with malicious intent. That is absurd. Well, we must get to the bottom of this right away. Bailiff, the TV station might still have the unedited footage. Go see what you can find out. Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it.
Mr. Ratings now shows himself. Saves us the trouble because we sure like to talk to you, you asshole. It's you. Now hold up, Your Honor. This is all just a big misunderstanding. Believe you me. Give a guy a chance to defend himself before you start pointing fingers. And who might you be? Right. Sorry about that. Got ahead of myself there. Here's my business card. Charmed to make your acquaintance, Your Honor. Oh, well, how very polite of you. It's lovely to meet you too, Prosecutor Mahe. Please take my card. A business card. Yes, I read about this custom among businessmen in this country. I have even familiarized myself with the various replies. How do you do, good sir? Or, what's crack-a-lacking, homie? For example. Oh my god. You to calm down. Oh, you're from the Take-Two TV, are you, witness? Come to think of it, I believe I've seen you on television before. Yes, Roger Ratings, otherwise known as Ratings Raja. He is a TV producer and appears on many of his own shows as of late. He is best known for his catchphrase, hang loose, baby. Oh my, so you're the Ratings Raja? Hang loose, judgy baby. Nice courtroom you got here. I never thought I'd get to meet you in person. But Prosecutor Zamati, how do you know so much about him? In preparation for the case, I watch all of his shows. Oh my god. I'm sorry you have to watch all that gaudy shit. I found the Ratings Raja Goes to Burger Barn of particular interest. It inspired me to visit that restaurant straight away to learn more about the local cuisine. What? You went to Burger Barn? Who would have thought? You must have really wanted to try it, huh? Huh, buddy? 'Cause that line? Whew. Compared to my aesthetic training, an hour's wait is nothing. I recommend the Southwestern Burger with jalapeno jack cheese, by the way. What happened to this courtroom?
I'm having a really hard time picturing him in line for burgers.
Prosecutor Body's unexpected enthusiasm for food aside, Mr. Ratings, what is this misunderstanding you mentioned? Well, for starters, it's true that the footage was edited. You'll get your hands on this anyway, so I might as well show you the unedited footage. It's a pretty long video, so I'll just show you the part with the playing cards. You can see the cards when Trucy spins around, so keep your eyes peeled. So why did he withhold this stuff? Like, why did he withhold this footage in the first place if he was planning to just let us have it anyway? Did you see the part that was cut where Trucy switched the swords? She spins around and the playing cards go flying. Everything's like it's supposed to be. Then it seems the defendant really did swap swords during the trick. Which means the sword Miss Wright thrust into the coffin was the rubber one. In other words, Miss Wright couldn't have killed Mr. Rias. Hold it! Yeah, see? That's the first misunderstanding right there. What do you mean? Well, Trucy definitely did swap swords, as you saw. So yeah, maybe she didn't kill Mr. Rias when she stabbed the coffin. But that just means he was killed after he was shown pretending to be a corpse. So are you saying that up until that point, everything was going according to the script? If that's true, then when and how exactly do you think he was killed? Oh, it was after the dragon set piece came crashing down. I say Trucy murdered Mr. Rias when she was hidden from view behind the set piece. She could have easily done it behind that huge dragon and nobody be the wiser. I see. Indeed, there is a ring of truth to your assertion. You bet. Plus, there's a suspicious looking shadow in the footage, too. It's toward the end of the footage, just before the dragon hits the stage. Might be easier to just see it for yourselves. It's only for a split second, so it's hard to catch, but look here. Yeah, but Trucy was nowhere near there. The suspicious shadow must be Trucy. No, you saw her walk off the she's using a steel sword she hid behind the curtain during the trick to kill the victim. So flimsy. Now that you mention it, I suppose it does look that way. This witness is just trying to ram his theory down our throats, Your Honor. And that's not all. Aren't we forgetting? that the witness willfully edited the sword switch out of the footage. I'm suddenly giving Apollo some weird accent. You see, there's your second misunderstanding right there. Your Honor, would you mind if I testify about it? I've seen people testify on TV, and I've always wanted to give it a shot. That would be fine with me, Prosecutor Sabati. This is quite unexpected. It threatens to disrupt the karmic course of this case. Hey, lighten up, pretty boy. You're gonna like what I've got to say. Promise. Very well. However, if you do anything to impede the last rites for the victim, I will have you removed. All right. With Prosecutor Sabati's permission, please give us your testimony, Mr. Ratings. Roger Ratings, the Ratings Raja, now Kaiser of the courtroom. I'm taking over the floor, so listen up, loyal viewers. Ugh. Blech. Anyway, we will cross-examine listener's testimony in the next video because we are now out of time. So I'll see you guys then.
Hey, what's the big idea? Such an incredibly gifted and talented musician. Oh, fuck.